Hello and welcome to another tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to create a nice slightly textured gold effect and we're going to apply that to text. I've already selected the artistic text tool and so we'll just draw out some text. I'm using Baskerville bold italic, but you can use any of the heavier text formats like Arial Black, Helvetica, Impact, anything like that. Okay, let's type some letters. So I'm using capitals and we'll type in gold. Select the move tool, which is V on the keyboard. Artistic text is T on the keyboard, and at the moment it's black. I've actually created a base gradient already, and it's this one. I've also created a few swatches to simulate different gold colours, from rose gold, platinum gold, all the way down to old gold. These are just base colours. You can create whichever ones you want, or you can download gold swatches and bring them into Affinity. Right, that's the base texture, and it looks a little bit like this. So it's just two colours alternating, so like a string of beads going across. You can use as many or as little as you like. You don't have to use these colours. You can pick other colours, lighter or darker. This is the dark colour, and I'm using a HLS slider, but you can use RGB if you want. And that's the RGB colour. I just prefer the HLS sliders. Nice for saturation, lightening, darkening, and then the hue. And then this one is the lighter colour, and again RGB is this colour. And then I just basically created nodes along and until I was satisfied with what I've got. That was that. So now I've got the base gradient on there. Now we need to add a texture. The easiest way to do that, and add some light in it obviously, is to use, it's gone off screen, but the live lighting tool. So I've just opened up a picture, Exhibit A, and we're going to set the settings that I've used. Now it took a while for me to get these settings, had to play about, all part of the fun, but this is a kind of a faster version. So you can also save this as a preset, I think. Diffuse I went down to 76, and specular was pretty close to that as well, which is 76. Shininess I upped to 85. The ambient light I dropped down. I'm keeping all these white at the moment. The actual colour, the lighting type I used as directional, which kind of gives a kind of an ambient all over light. The direction, so these settings here, that was 23.4. Again, you can play about with these. Elevation was 30 degrees. As you know, it's just shifted there. So if I move that into the middle, all changes. So we'll leave it at that, that's good enough. Texture. So we need to load a bump map. So this can be a lot of different types of things, images. I've got one in my textures folder, and it's this one, and it looks a bit like that, kind of scratchy, and we'll open that up. Now the texture doesn't show until you adjust this, so left or right doesn't really matter, but again, play about with this, and we just pull this up. I've got this set at roughly 2, so you can actually type that in too. And you've got the texture showing through now, and that's basically it. Now you can change these colours to change this colour. So I actually had this at a yellow, which was roughly kind of like that. And see how the gold's changed? So it's gone from a fairly standard gold to a much richer gold. So kind of like an older gold. And you can mucky that up. You can use a HLS slider to darken it up. Bring the saturation down slightly so it looks a bit older. You can also change the hue so that it simulates more of a rose gold, and you can change that and you get a lot of different effects. So just have a play about and enjoy yourself, like so. You can also change the specular colour. So the specular colour can be a version of this, so that it kind of matches. So there's a little bit of the colour, this colour in the specular colour. Make it look a little bit better. You can drop the opacity of the texture if you want a softer effect, and you can even change the blend mode. There's lots of different things you can do. You can duplicate this layer, change the blend mode, and then change the colours and try and get different effects that way. But it's just limited by your creativity and obviously the amount of time that you've got. So you just have a play, have some fun, see what you come up with, and then post it on the forum. Thank you for watching.